up the recipe, pack it like masterpiece. You serving recklessly, you serve a consequence, you serve a consequences. Schedule unconsciously, now you in therapy. Honestly, you for the streets. I could've hopped in a coupe in the studio daily to wait for my album.
Hello everyone, I'm back with another vid, and you never guess what I'm eating. You would think this is like expensive, but I made my own watermelon smoothie, my own Brussels sprout sour cream with carrots. I dressed it up with sour cream because I wanted to look expensive. I don't know, I just been eating out of a glass. It's so important to me. I don't know why. I seen it on TikTok and I was like, you know what? I should try it. Hello everyone. As we get started, if you're wondering where I am, I'm actually in the hallway because my internet went out at my house again. Mm. So today we're gonna talk about my romance, my love life. Actually, just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. We're actually gonna talk about my subscribe to my channel, leave a like, leave a comment. Make sure you share this video with all your friends, your family, your brother, your sister, your mama, your cousin, okay? Your ex-boyfriend, if you wish. Okay? And we're gonna get started. But before we start, allow me to just adjust my camera. Okay. Guys, my hair is wet, so I'm gonna put it up. Just gonna put it up. Probably while I'm dating, who I'm dating, what I'm doing these days, and yeah. So yeah. Okay. First, we're gonna drink a little sippy cup. Okay, from our little sippy cup. If you're a Melanie Martinez fan, okay, you should know what I'm talking about. Okay, period. For real. Starbucks should definitely fucking like sponsor me because I love all their fucking coffee. The chilled to go ones, not the actual. Oh, can I get a coffee cup? Like no. No. I'm more of like make this shit. Let's go the night before we get fucking sleepy. There's a reason why I'm bloated too, y'all. There's a reason why I be bloated. Mm-hmm.
Había subido la marea.
So I feel like today is a perfect day to just tell you guys about my life and what's been going on behind the scenes between me posting videos and me posting YouTube videos. A lot of the time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing nothing. Okay, I'm not doing anything important otherwise than me going on a hunt for a job or me going on dates, which I do not film because I feel like I want to have my privacy. I just really want to talk about the different phases I've been in my life and how much I've grown as a woman to really deserve this and how I manifested this healthy love relationship. And I'm excited to just share that with you guys. So, yeah. Um so my journey with love has actually just it's been a it's been a roller coaster ride. I've seen me go through so many phases of love. You know, if I just stayed disciplined enough, it would be much more shorter. I feel like ultimately me going out, you just me dating period. It really it's not just a flex. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I wanted to be in a relationship just to be in a relationship or just to have someone. And that's not cool. It wasn't cool until you learn the disciplinary steps that you have to take that is going to make you better. You just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that was me. So the earliest relationship I can say I've had was with my ex fiance. We was together for 4 years. Um, I met him when I was in a junior. I was a junior. He was a freshman, and I necessarily didn't like this person. If you know what I mean, like how you just you like when people are attracted to you, but you're not attracted to them. Yeah, that was me, for sure. For a very long time, I would say like at least for the past 4 years. I ultimately feel like that relationship was just complete. It was a complete lesson because I knew what to look for and I did not. But at the same time, I was still finding myself. I was still finding my life. I was still finding my identity to this relationship. We separated. This was like almost like my ex fiance at this point, and I'm just gonna say some red flags. If you ever have a relationship where a person is constantly gaslighting you, manipulating you, master manipulating you at that, if you especially didn't know what you want and you still kind of outside looking for you, you're not wrong for that. But here are some red flags that I noticed from him. So he was gaslighting me, master manipulation me. Okay, this person was a master at manipulating. Okay, period. I don't care what nobody say. A Gemini is that person. Okay, I don't like Geminis. Period. I'm just saying. What else? Uh, Someone that is just always wants to hear themselves talk, and somebody who always tells you, "I know you better than you know yourself." Are you serious? I'm still getting to know me. Are you fucking kidding me? I know you better than I know yourself. How idiotic does that sound? I don't know. I just see it as a red flag. So if a man say that shit to me, I'm gonna automatically feel like you're lying. I don't even know what I want yet. You don't know me. You don't know me. So we gave up on the relationship 4 years later. It was a constant on and off cheating. I was cheating on him. I don't think he was cheating on me. But I just knew that I was in the red flags that I gave this person was I was constantly on and off cheating because I told him from the get. I didn't. Here's the thing. I should have been honest from the beginning because we wouldn't have this like long on and off phase of you my baby, you're not my baby. You my baby, you're not my baby. I care about you, but I don't give a fuck about you. Like, like I would definitely say so for sure. You would get tired of that too for sure. I know you would. As soon as we separated, I was so relieved, so grateful, but I didn't feel complete. So this is when I actually met my ex girlfriend, right? So what goes around comes around, right? So as I mentioned in that relationship that our like I was constantly cheating on this person, right? Or so-called cheating. It is what it is. Don't get mad at me, right? So what happened was I was actually with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and this relationship was completely new. I was ready to dive in. I saw how she was, and I was like, baby, you mine. Baby, you are mine. You are mine, and I just want to see you as mine. I looked at her and she was like gorgeous to me. She's very like her body shape was so petite. I love petite women. Oh my god. I love anyway. Body go crazy, her style go crazy. She was buying me everything. I fucked that up. You know how I fucked it up? Because I was chasing the fantasy. I was chasing the fantasy. But then again, let's say if I didn't even do all that, right? I was still head over heels for her because I was like, damn, you fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, you are so fine. You is so beautiful to me. This girl took me out so many dates. Okay, she made me meet her friends. She made me meet her friends, all that good stuff. She made me meet her friends and everything. Tell me what, we was all having a lesbian party, and it sounds so fucked up, right? It sounds like it would how it would be, right? How it sound, right? It sound like that, but no, it was just like an all girl party. It was just like just her and her friend, and me and her. I was thinking we finna spend some more quality time with her because at the time I was homeless, y'all. Like I was not playing. Like, chill. Y'all ready for that mess? Chill. By the end of the night, I call her kissing on another woman. That broke my heart. That broke my heart. Why did that break my heart? Because I fell in love with her. I fell in love with the idea of her. I didn't get to know who she actually was. I fell in love with her feminine energy. Ooh, I love her. I love a woman who is just oh. Oh, I love a woman with a strong feminine energy, baby. I'm a Leo. Her ass is a Cancer. She's so fine, but her ass is fucked up. Cause why she do that to me, y'all? Oh, okay. So after bawling my eyes out, I definitely had to take some time to do with that alone. But I'm not gonna put it all on her, y'all. I was cheating on her. Again, I was trying to taste that fantasy where a guy and a girl would get along together. At the end of the night, I pretty much just cried my eyes out and I wrote a song about her and I said, let that shit go. So after, I'm just going to skip right back into 2021. I think 2021, after that, incident and all of my hookups and while I was homeless and all that bullshit, I'm just going to skip right to the good part. Okay. The good parts. The good parts that shaped me as a woman. That's what I mean. When 2021 came around, I said, I want to go back into the game, right? I want to go back into the game. I wanted to date with some standards, for sure. Like I was dressing like a casual, like I was dressing like the woman I wanted to be, and that was it. So Lorraine did that, and not only that I did that, I ultimately wanted to just go out and just really have me a good time. So this is where my story traumatized me the most. I felt like I was just like kind of like people pleasing. And when I started to people please, that's when I started dissatisfying myself. I didn't know my worth then. I think the goal was like to really build with a person. I wanted to build with a person first before I started my career. That was the thing. That was the thing I really, really wanted to do. But it didn't work. It didn't work. So like there was this like dude that I was messing around. He's from my neighborhood, right? And I liked him for a little bit, It was just mainly a hookup. But really what attracted my eye was when I went to go sell some magazines with him for one day. I didn't make much money, but I made some money. There was this guy across the street. I told him, I said, hey, I said, hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm so hungry. I'm just gonna grab a snack, whatever. Just find me a quick something to eat. So I go across the street, and as I'm going across the street, there's two guys that walking. The first one's trying to holler at me. He big as fuck. He was just overweight and just like he was trying to catch me, my number, and I was like, no, sir, I'm cool. I don't do none of that. So he ate his food, he picks me up, he looks me in my eyes one more time before he leaves the store. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm on my phone, and the next thing happens. The very next thing that happens to me is this fine chocolate, muscle looking, this guy, he comes in and he is the fine, like he is catching my eye. He tells me, I'm looking up for my phone. He's like, "You look sad or something. You okay?" I'm like, "I'm okay. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm fine." And next thing you know, as he waiting for his food, we sitting down having a conversation. He right next to me. And we just having this conversation about entrepreneurship and how, how, where it just took us. It just took us. And as soon as he gets ready to go, I'm like, "Hey, I'm selling some magazines across the street. You want to donate to get a couple magazines?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't mind that." I was like, "Okay, it's cool." So we go across the street, and he's instantly pulls out $20. I decided to split it with my bae at the time because I was like, I don't believe in keeping all the profit if somebody who didn't introduce me to this person. So I was like, okay. So he leaves. He got an extra $30 and for whatever he signed up for. I got my little 20. I was like, hey, that's cool. So I got to keep my little profit for that day and I was happy. And ever since then I could not take and I got his number too. So that day when I got his number, I was like, you can keep my number. Wow. Now, mind you, I broke up with my little bae at the time because I was very interested in somebody that actually called my eye. And mind you, like that other guy, he wasn't in a relationship anyway. He didn't want a relationship with me. He was just trying to hook up. And I fell for it, of course. That's my fault. Okay. I don't even think it was my fault. No. Anyway, so mind you, me and this guy, I'm trying to get, like, he's taking me out. Like, he's taking me on a couple days. He didn't really take me out. But we went to Olive Garden. We ate some Olive Garden food. I know that's, like, so basic to the girlies. But, baby, I love me some pasta. Okay? I'm not taking that shit personal. I think that shit is expensive, to be honest. Anyway. He tells me right then from the night on, he tells me, you know what? I don't want a relationship with you, but damn, I want you to spend the night with me. That should have told me right then and there, like, girl, he's trying to sleep with you. Go, run, leave. This man don't want nothing to do with you. But of course I stayed. And you know what happened next? Every time he came to pick me up, we always had sex. We was always intimate. We was never emotionally intimate, but we was always physically intimate. And it's just like I didn't see the red flags then, if that makes any sense. I didn't see any red flags. I didn't see it then. I was always trying to become the best version of myself because I wholeheartedly believed that this man was somebody that was sent by God. You know what I'm saying? The gods above. You know what I'm saying? To really just be my person. But he was just ultimately a lesson. For real. And it was so hard to learn and get over. That was the hardest lesson. I was like, yo, man. I even tried to, because he always talked about this, like, polygamy thing. So, of course, I've heard of it before, but, he would be like, I would love 2 women to, like, pay my bills and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, what? He's like, 2 women would be so cool. Let's say, imagine us all 3 of us would literally. And I was like, okay, sure. I was like, okay, I like women too. What kind of women you like? You know what I'm saying? And I think months after, I would literally do this just to try to change his mind about me. I was not actually interested in none of these women. And I'm so sorry to all my exes. I know. So, I would get with girls just to make him jealous. Because I wanted him to change his mind about me. I'm like, bro, you was missing out on the best thing that could possibly be yours. This man was like, I don't care about you. This man was like, I don't care about you at all. He was like, I don't give a fuck about you. He didn't say that, but he sure did show that. That should have been a red flag right then and there. But my ass was still on that. I still believe you the one type shit. You know, I would talk to my mom about him. My mom said, "Ooh, Lord, you sure?" I woke up and there was this guy. I was coming home and I had to pee. I remember this day because I had to pee real bad. And this person comes up to me. He's so fine, by the way, so gorgeous. He comes up to me. He's like, "Excuse me, I walked past you, but I could decided to come back and get your name and number." So he didn't think that I was young. I know I look so. A lot of people. I look so young, but you know, I had my braids in at the time, so I probably looked a lot older. I think with longer hair, I think I look way more older than like my natural hair. I mean, there's like definitely different aspects to me looking older. You know, I remember I skipped to the bank and he was so fine. I would show you a picture of him, but he was like one of those supermodels looking like type man. Okay, he was looking like a supermodel. Okay, so you know, we go on this date. Not to sidetrack the other story, but when me and the supermodel guy went on the date, we went to the beach for the first time, and I don't know how long he's been to the beach, but I know it's been a minute for me. Okay, right. So I'm going to the beach with him. We get some Portillos and we're talking, we're racing, we're having fun, we're talking. Like, he's like, I really like you. And I'm like, I like you too. I like you. Hopefully we get to meet again sometime. I think he fell in love with the dress I had on that day, y'all. Cause like, ooh, body go crazy. Okay. I definitely had on a really nice dress that day. I think it was like a navy blue dress. You can do your imagination with that. Right? Nice. Never heard from him again. He said, when can we go on our second date? I would love to go on another date with you. And you would think I had something to do with that. I actually didn't. He came to the conclusion that I was too young for him. And he was like, you're so beautiful and I really enjoyed my time with you. However, I just couldn't find a way to tell you that I'm interested in you. I think you're too young for me. I was like, God, really? Are you serious? So it kind of forced me to only work things out with the entrepreneur. But as the entrepreneur guy, didn't even really find a way to really, you know, things was not working out, child. This man did not want anything to do with me, and I kept denying that. I kept like, no, you want me? I know you want me, because he would literally say these things. Like, he would say things like, "Damn, you fine as hell." Like, I even brought my best friend around, and she was like, "Girl, he is fine." I'm like, "Girl, yes, girl, he is fine." Girl, we was fine. You know what I'm saying? But it's just ultimately the real question is, Lorraine, why did you continue to fuck with this man after he showed you numerous times that he's not interested in you at all? I was trapped in a fantasy. I was trapped in that potential outcome that made me think that this man wanted me. So after we split up, it took me really like, I would say like 2 months to get over him. Like, I would say at least 2 months, because my mind was still on loop about this person. I'm like, this person I was aware of the fact that he made me feel so good and feel so confident as a woman. You know, it's very hard for a man to make me feel like that. You know what I'm saying? But overall, it didn't make me feel good. So that's when I decided to finally change my mind and go over to the other side. The other side, you might ask, the other side. I wanted to be in this relationship with a lesbian who was wholeheartedly strictly lesbian, didn't fuck with no dick. Well, she did, but we're not gonna put that into the fucking thing. We're not gonna put that into the story. But she was fucking with this sad nigga while I was still trying to like quote unquote make things happen with her, even though I didn't really want nothing to happen. I wanted something to happen, but I didn't think it was supposed to be happening like that. You guys know how lesbians are. Like we want to move in with each other the first day. I swear to God, the first week, okay? And that was me. Period. So, she's coming to my rescue. She actually took me on way more dates than the entrepreneur guy. The entrepreneur guy was just like, you deserve 1 or 2 dates. And she was like, I'm on it. I'm going to take you on every day. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I was so toxic. So please don't get mad at me, okay? Please don't get mad at me. At the same time, we went on those sushi dates. We went to Dave and Buster's. We went to a sushi date. We went on Dave and Buster's. We went to a lot of restaurants. I hung out with her friends a lot. We didn't get to party like that. She had a cat. I love coming over her house a lot just for the cat. I love the cat so much. Her cat was like so dope. I really liked her, and we had lots of sex, but it felt like with me, I didn't feel connected to her on a spiritual level, and I was kind of looking for it. Like, although we had all these adventures and all this fun, right? I could not find a spiritual connection. I just couldn't find it. Because it's like at the same time, she was looking more for like a woman to, to clean up her house. And that shit made me cry. Because I'm like, you looking for a man, you looking for a housewife, you looking for somebody that's going to be very submissive to you. And I'm a masculine energy, right? And that's not going to work. I could be feminine to an extent, but but naturally I'm a masculine energy, and she was a natural at masculine energy. And the way how we fought, girl, I had to fight her to get what the hell I needed from her. Like, like what? Like for what, girl? What? I'm not gonna be fighting you. Like what, bro? What? Are you serious right now? Like, is this a joke? Is this a freaking joke? So basically, that was like my whole 2021 dating phase. I knew that where I was at emotionally and where I was at on a spiritual level. Spiritually, I was starting to get the understanding that, the download that I was like, okay, maybe I do need to be by myself. Maybe because I felt myself emotionally gravitating towards being single because I felt it. I felt it. It was like I just felt this pull, dramatic pull of you don't need to be with this person, and this person is not caring for you at all in a place in the goddamn world. So that was it. That was my love phase. That was my like final little love phase. Once I broke up with once me and the entrepreneur broke up, right? That's when me and the girl, decided. I decided to break it off with her. I told her I can't do it anymore. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I know we've been together for 4 months, but I can't do this anymore. I don't feel connected to you. And she was, of course, she was sad, but she was still trying to find ways to, try to pull me back in her life and all that good stuff and all that good stuff. And I was like, nah, that's okay. So, yeah, I decided to really just talk to my therapist at the time and really just connect with myself and really just find something to do enjoyable on my own, you know. So, so that was that. So, I just like, mind you, in 2022, I just was really on my single stuff. Now, this is where this is get interesting. This is where it really gets interesting. So, told you, mind you, right? I used to have an ex boyfriend that was related to my cousin. I mean, to his cousin. To his cousin, sorry. To his cousin. I used to date this. I didn't really, like I said, I'm going to do a part 2 on this, I swear. Um, this is really the real juice comes in. So basically, I was with this cousin, my ex boyfriend's cousin, because basically his mom lives in my building. Didn't even know it. So one day, I'm with this guy, like I'm talking to him, like I'm outside, like I'm really just outside, just reflecting and looking at everybody. And mind you, it's like the same time. It's hot, it's hot outside. It's hot in the building, whatever. And, this guy, he comes up and he's like, he's like, hey, Lorraine, how you doing? And I'm like, hi, do I know you? Have we went to school together? Because I'm like, there will be people that would be like, have we went to school together? Because I remember seeing you 444 as we speak. That's funny. And, it's funny because it's like, but he was like, no, it's me, Blaze's cousin. And I was like, oh, hi, how are you? He's like, I'm good, how are you? And then we started talking. Then he comes out. He's like, I said, what you doing over here? He said, it's my mom. My mom is here. I'm coming to see my mom. I was like, oh, that's nice. Wait, she lives here? You like, yeah, you didn't know that? I'm like, no, I did not know that. So as he's getting to talk to, his mother, I'm joining in on the conversation, and guess the first thing he does? He calls my ex-boyfriend and tells him, hey, such and such is here. Lorraine is here. Guess who I'm speaking with? Oh. I was like, oh my God, okay, whatever. So it was just interesting how that shit really played out. It was funny. But me and him got up more on some private time. We had more private time. We had a lot more private time. It was nice. It was cool while it lasted, but me and him definitely did not connect on a emotional level because it didn't feel like I thought that it was, but the potential was very limited. It's like you can only go so far. But as far as spiritually, he was very connected to me. He read everything about me because everything, like he said that his third eye was open and he knew how to read me. So, and everything that this, like, mind you, this man was like a damn near psychic. It was funny, right? So he should automatically knew what I was feeling for him. It's crazy. It's funny how things don't last. Anyway. So I've been through that phase as well where I would think that somebody's for me when they're really not. Cause I was thinking, I was kind of hoping that we would connect. 45, angel number as we speak. On the timer. Yeah, so at this point, Lorraine has just been through a lot of singleness. For the first time actually being single. For the first time, like, actually staying and being committed to being single. Single, sorry. So, and that was the last time that I actually had sex with a person, and I made a decision from there on to really just connect with God and really my spirituality journey and just really enhance that and just really deepen that relationship with God and everything. I'm going to actually talk about my current life because I think this is going to be a story that you guys would love to hear. But I'm going to save that for part 2. Okay? Make sure you stay tuned. So if you like this, make sure you tune in, subscribe to the channel, please, guys. I love each and every one of you. Please stay tuned, like, comment, share. Remember to share this video with your mama, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend, your mama. Okay, like, did I say your mom? Okay. And by the way, y'all, it's Happy Mother's Day. Okay, so all the mothers out there, even if you ain't a mother, we gotta count you too, baby. You ain't alone. And I'll see you in the next video.
These days, my fear is an end game. All in unique ways. Masterpiece.